TikTok has just released DepthAnything, which is a powerful depth estimation foundation model that can deal with any images under any circumstances. DepthAnything is trained on 1.5 million labeled images and 62 million plus unlabeled images jointly. It improves zero shot and in domain depth prediction, and it refines control net and transfers to semantic segmentation. Let me tell you what exactly is meant by all of these complex terms. Depth estimation from images is like teaching a computer to understand how far away objects are in a picture, just like humans can guess how far things are by looking at them. This project, DepthAnything by TikTok, takes this idea and tries to make it work for any picture you can think of, no matter what's in it or where it was taken. Instead of coming up with new and complex methods, DepthAnything focuses on making a really strong basic system that can handle all sorts of images. They do this by using a huge collection of around 62 million pictures that haven't been sorted or labeled by humans. This big pile of data helps the system learn about all kinds of situations and objects, making it better at guessing distances in new photos it hasn't seen before. In simple terms, DepthAnything is like giving the computer a superpower to judge distances in photos, as you can see on your screen, making it smart enough to deal with any image you throw at it, thanks to a massive library of examples it learns from. Now, this research is backed by a lot of research elements, especially this paper, and I will drop the link in video's description. So if you go through that paper and this GitHub repo, there are a lot of things which we can glean from it. For example, this DepthAnything is a practical solution for robust monocular depth estimation, which I just described what exactly is meant by that. Also, it is based on DPT architecture. DPT architecture was proposed some time ago, and it stands for Vision Transformer for Dense Prediction. DPT is a model that leverages WIT or Vision Transformer as backbone for dense prediction tasks like semantic segmentation and depth estimation. And I just described in simple words what exactly is meant by depth estimation. Now, having said that, let me show you how you can install this DepthAnything model locally on your system. For this purpose, I'll be going with my trusted Ubuntu server, which has one GPU card of 16 GB VRAM, and I'm using Ubuntu 22.04, as you can see on the screen. Let me clear my screen. You should have installed Transformers library. I already have it, but let me upgrade it, as it's always good idea to upgrade your Transformers library. Okay, so it's all good that I already have the latest version installed here. Now, in order to make things simpler, all I'm going to do, I'm just going to launch in Python interpreter. You can use any Python code. So let me import the pipeline from Transformers, because that makes it very easy to install this model locally. And then make sure that you have pillow installed, which you can install with pip install pillow. Let's install image from the pillow. Also import requests. That is done, and now let's load the pipeline with that model DepthAnything, and I'm going to use the small one. So you can see that I'm using this DepthAnything small from Hugging Face. Okay, now it is saying that the checkpoint you are trying to load has model type DepthAnything, but Transformer does not recognize this architecture. Okay, so maybe I'm using the latest version of Transformers. Let me get the Transformers from there. Maybe downgrade it, because I have just upgraded my Transformer model. Okay, no problem. Let me install it locally then. I have checked the GitHub, and a lot of people are having issues with this model. This was just released, I guess, yesterday with Transformers. So instead of going with Transformers, let's do it manually from scratch. So the first step, let's git clone the repo. So let's do the git clone and the URL of that repo. Let's wait for it to download everything and clone everything, and then we are going to cd into that. let's cd, and now let's install all the requirements with pip. So pip install -r requirement.txt, and this is going to install all the requirements. So let's wait for it to finish. Should not take too long. So all the requirements are done. Let me clear my screen, and now simply do ls to check what's in it. You can see that there is a file called as run.py. That is what we need to run, and this is all there is to it installation. And in order to run this depth analysis, just simply give this command. So in this command, what is happening, we are running this run.py with this encoder with 1, and you can use various encoder, then give the path to your image which is on my local system, and then the output directory. So let me run it, and you can see that by running it is just downloading the model on my local system, and then it will do the inference. So let's wait for it to finish. And you can see that the model is done, and it has done all the estimation too. And it created this depth image in this directory, which was our output directory depth space, which was not there before. And let me show you this image in the browser. And this is my browser. So you can see on the left hand side is my original image, and then it has done the depth estimation with DepthAnything on the right hand side. Pretty cool. And this is similar to what we saw in those examples on their GitHub repo. Amazing stuff. Now let's try it out with another example with a car and a pedestrian. Let's go back to Ubuntu and run the same command, and this time I have changed the image. Let's press enter, and this time it should be quicker because I believe the model has already been loaded. Let's wait for it to come back. Okay, I think I need to give the proper name of my image. Let me quickly check what is the name of my image. So it is okay, so it is in caps lock. Okay, that is fine. Maybe I will change this to carpet.png like this. What? Okay, sorry. Or maybe easy, just let's use this image extension in caps lock to save time. Let's print it now. Let's wait for it to come back. So there you go. It was fairly quick this time. And let me show you it in the browser. So as you can see that my raw image, original image is on the left hand side, and it has very clearly has identified the objects and given us the depth estimation. Amazing stuff, really impressive. And just a fun fact that this is also this DepthAnything is the default depth processor in Instant ID, and Instant ID is one of my favorite projects. If you don't know what that is, please search on the channel and watch it. I would highly suggest that if you are looking to manipulate images and that sort of stuff with large language models, then have a look at Instant ID. And this DepthAnything is the default depth processor for Instant ID especially. So that's it, guys. This is all there is to it. To install it and use it, if you are stuck or having issues, please feel free to ask them in the comments, and I'll be happy to help. And if you like the content, then please do me a favor and consider subscribing to the channel. And if you're already subscribed, please share it among your network, as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching and all the support.